There we go. That's a good one. Decent little dude. What's up, guys? So we're fishing one of these little creeks that head out to the main river, the Savannah River. Seemed that I could pick off here. Last time I was here, I didn't film anything. Caught one striper, about 8 pounds. Caught a few redfish out of here, a few bass. It's brackish water, and it runs through 2 lakes up the stream, and then when a pool, it's going out towards the Savannah River. So you got a mix of lake fish and Savannah River fish. So there's striper, redfish, some flounder, and some bass in here. So let's see if we can catch any. Alright, so I just checked the tides for Savannah, and this creek that I'm fishing, like I said before, it's running through the Savannah River, and I got here when they were pulling tide, and right now it's starting to push back up. And personally, from what I've learned, that's the best time to be fishing, is when the tide's coming up after low tide. It starts to put this fish back in here after they get pushed up towards the front, and they become a whole lot more aggressive. That's when I caught my big striper out of here. So hopefully here in the next, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes, we'll catch something on artificial, and if not, pop to a pond and do some light bass fishing. So yeah. Alright, so we made it to our next spot. I decided not to hit any more river spots, so I decided to jump over to a lake in the neighborhood. It's a decent sized lake, I would say about 40 acres. Been fishing here before, caught a few small ones. Don't know if there's anything really big in here, but let's find out. So, what I'm throwing is a weightless fluke by Zoom with a 3/0 offset hook. This is what I caught them here last time during the summer, so hopefully they'll still do the same thing. This is mainly a grass covered lake, sand bottom, clay bottom, mixed in with a little bit of brush, not much, but there's enough there to play with. You can pull some off of logs, but it's kind of just a hit or miss. Sometimes the lake is perfect for fishing and you catch 20, 30, and then next day you'll catch like 5, maybe 4. It's kind of just whatever. So let's see if we can catch any nice big ones. So right now all I'm doing is throwing a weightless fluke by Zoom on a 3/0 offset hook. Moved in towards this side of the bank that this wind's pushing on, because it's going to pull the bait fish into here, and it's going to move the bass up in here chasing the bait fish. Got one following it right now. Didn't need it. I don't know how the quality of this is going to be when the wind's blowing directly at me. Hopefully not too bad. What I've learned from fishing Georgia towards Savannah, most of the lakes here are grass. And when you're fishing a weightless fluke during spring and summertime, I make sure I Texas rig mine through the back so I don't pull any weeds. But also I let it drop, hit the bottom, and then I start slowly bringing it in. Because especially on windy days, they ain't really going to come up and hit the top unless you're throwing something a bit flashy like a spinnerbait. But just trying to repeat what I've done here multiple times and throw a weightless fluke. So just casted it and let it sink. Don't know if y'all can see me. Probably see the front of the bag. Hopefully not. Let it sink. Bring it in a couple times. Let it sink again. Bring it in a couple times. Alright. Make one more cast over here and then move down a bit. Cast it right over here in this corner. Hopefully get blown up. So we changed spots. Went over to the little cove like I said. I'm gonna make a few casts and see if I can catch anything over here. This is gonna be the last cast I take over here. Living down here in the spring and summer, you kind of get used to making 5 casts and knowing that they're not on that spot and they might be sent somewhere else. Because they are constantly moving in schools here. You'll get 1 or 2 that are alone and you get a school of 5 of them. But I have not had a single bite since I've been over here. And that's kind of usual. I don't typically catch many over in this spot. Most of the bass I've pulled out of here, oh, he had it. Oh, he still might have it. I can't tell. He has it. There we go. That's a good one. Decent little dude. Yeah, about a pound. I know I shouldn't be grabbing the line. There we go. First one for the video. Little dude ate it on the fluke. That's why I said most of them in here dinkish, small, pound. Max I've caught 3.5 pounds. But I mean, he's a decent little guy, bigger than ones I've caught out of here before. So there's the first one. Thank you for playing, bud. Get a nice release on him. Back up here. There might be more out there. I had multiple bites. I know I'm pretty young, but I know when there's one that bites it, there's usually more with it. They're aggressive about who gets what. It's like living in a house full of 7 boys. It's who gets what and who gets to it first. Make one more cast. I know I just bopped that point right there. She was real aggressive. That's the most aggressive one I've caught out of here. What I've noticed from living in Kentucky versus down here, the fish in Kentucky are a lot more aggressive. Now, I don't know if it's because, see, I just had another bite right there. Oh. My bait's all messed up from when it hit the plant. Cast right back over. They'll probably eat it again. But like I was saying, from Kentucky, they're a lot more aggressive. I don't know if it's a food thing, the amount of food up there versus down here, because fishing the Ohio River for most of my life, they put up a fight. I mean, smallmouth up there do. I mean, that's typical, but the largemouth, they fight sometimes harder than a smallmouth. So, being down here, I've noticed most of these fish just roll over and are fine with being caught. Probably moved. She didn't hit it again, but wasn't as deep as it was before. Let's see. We're still recording? We are. Perfect. Mic's still on. Alright, right there. Right where I'm casting, it's about 20, 30 feet out. And typically when I'm over here, I notice that there's big wads of grass that just sit up there. This right here is going to be the last cast. We're going to move to a different spot. I want to go mess with some bedding fish. I think that would be fun. Now y'all can see me when what I'm doing. My light exposure was messed up on my camera. So, let's pull some hard plastics out of here. Bite this off. Put that right there. AVD sexy shad. 4 to 8 diver. Square bill. Hopefully they'll crush this. It's going to be a pain in the butt with all this grass around me. But we'll make it work. I'll just bring it right to the grass. Lock that up. Put that back in here. Close it. And I'm going to bring you guys back up to here. And then put it back to where y'all can see me. Right there. Alright. KVD sexy shad time. glasses off. I am blind. See, that grass just takes away all the action out of this thing. I see like 4 beds over there in that corner. I'll bring this over the beds and see if I can get a reaction bite off of them. Money cast right there. Kind of gotta jerk it sometimes to get, well, out of context, but kind of gotta shake it a little bit to get that grass off of there. I hate doing that because it barely gets the grass off. You're scaring fish away when you do that. I know I'm gonna get stuck. Come on. Watch this fish, follow it. He backed right out of it. I'm bringing it over him again. He followed it. He was hungry. He was like, maybe, possibly. I'm sitting here watching him mess with this thing. Pine needles, shit all over this. And he keeps on seeing it pass by, and I just broke it off. My line's no good. Thank you. That would have been terrible. Although I get these things at cost because of at notmarine.com. I'm gonna have to put some new line on here. This is Duty Lakaka line. No good, it's trash. Not worth the money. See, I don't know what's up with the FC Sniper fluoro. Keep on buying it, and it just keeps on tending to, like, snap. Like, I don't know how many bad batches they made, but one of the girls that fishes the MPFL, her name's Stephanie, and her last day at the tournament, she zeroed because all of her lines snapped. She didn't have any time. She had one rod that didn't snap, so just she kept on fishing with that. Felt bad for her. All right, we are back. My audio cut out. My mic died. I just grabbed a new one. I'm gonna throw this little grub tail and see if I can catch this guy that's been sitting on the bed. And if not, I'm gonna throw this fluke for a little bit. Sun's going down. I'll throw the fluke for a bit, and then I will throw a black buzzbait because you catch bigs on black buzzbait in the middle of the night here. Oh, I just saw lightning. Yep. He got pestered by it, but he didn't pick it up. He's not liking this thing. Bad vibes it brings. he just bit it again. Ran away. Oh, that was a nice one that just jumped out there. Don't know if you guys were able to see it. About a pound and a half, 2-pounder. I say that's nice coming from Kentucky. That's about as big as you'll find them there.